Joe Rogan is going to absolutely demolish anti-gay people on his radio show here. This is enjoyable.
There's states where it's banned. It's like they have banned same-sex marriages. 34 of them. That's amazing.
Really had to go out of the way there, didn't they?
But it's so stupid. It's so stupid it's hard to believe. It's so stupid that people in this day and age decide what two people can't do because of their sex.
Yeah.
Like, if marriage is legal, okay, and I'm not sure it should be, but if marriage is legal, why shouldn't it be legal for gay people? Like,
it's just so sensible.
It's so dumb. And it's such a weird thing to get behind. It's like, what's your end game here?
Yeah.
I don't understand how you're getting behind. Anybody would be getting behind this. Outside of some crazy religious belief, you've lost me.
Like, yeah, what do you care?
Yeah, what do you care?
Yeah.
And the idea that somehow or another it's going to eventually cost us money, or it's going to tax us, there's some stupid arguments that you see the convoluted logic about why people being gay and getting married would make any difference or cost any more or less than them not getting married, or them, or straight people getting. What studies are you talking about? What do who's doing studies on this?
And these homophobes that are just insane.
And for what, right?
They're saying, that gay marriage or same-sex marriage now is going to cause everybody to go out and rape children. I mean, they're making this stuff up that's just unbelievable.
That's maybe like disinformation. Maybe like the gay marriage people who are pro-gay marriage are saying shit like that just to make it such a retarded argument.
It's
really
working.
A clever move.
It is.
It's one of those weird things where I can't believe it's still around. It's like, I remember when I was a kid. I've told this story, but in the interest of this particular discussion, when I was I guess I was about 11 years old, and I'd moved from San Francisco to Florida. And there's a lot of things that I didn't know. San Francisco was incredibly open-minded. And I really remember being very aware of the difference immediately upon moving to Florida. Because I had a friend, his Cuban friend, his name was Candy. And his dad, Candy Escondido or something like that, his crazy last name. I forget his last name. But his dad was screaming and yelling, slamming the newspaper on the table. I can't believe this shit. And I was like, trying to figure out what was going on, And I was like, what's your dad mad at? And he goes like, Dad, what are you mad at? He's like, they're letting fags get married.
Oh,
you believe this shit? They're going to let those homos marry each other. He was mad. He was throwing the newspaper down. I was 11, and I was like, what a silly man you are. You're a grown man, and this is something that bothers you and concerns you. I remember thinking as an 11-year-old boy, like, wow, there's a lot of weak-ass bitches out there posing as men. Like, you dummy.
Yeah.
Like, what do you care? Like, were you a tough guy because you cared that two guys want to kiss each other? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The reason why I played this for you is that the tides are turning. I want to show you how the tides are turning. Now, I've been fervently pro-gay marriage and gay rights since SecularTalk started on YouTube all the way back in 2008, and then the radio show started a little bit later. And it used to be that when a straight man argues for gay people, you get fake manly men that come out of the woodworks and tell you you're gay for supporting gay people. I know because I've read YouTube comments. I'm familiar with some attacks I get on Twitter and whatnot. And they are convinced that they are the macho real men, and straight guys like me and like Joe Rogan who support gay rights and do so fervently, somehow we're like secretly in the closet or something like that. And the entire time these idiots were presenting those arguments, I knew that eventually the tides would turn and the manly position would be pro-gay marriage. Now, why do I say that, and why was I so sure all along? Because as Joe Rogan says, and he says in a very clear, convincing way, why the fuck do you care? Why would you care what two consenting adults are doing behind closed doors or how they live their lives unless you are jealous? Unless you are a man who's pretending to be straight, but you're jealous because you married a woman and you wish gay marriage was around back when you had the opportunity because you would have married a man if you had the opportunity. Every time I see somebody attack gay marriage, I think there's something there that they're not, letting out. There's something there that's awkward and beneath the surface and repressed. And whether it's just, what he's pointing out here, which is you're just a weak little bitch for not being open-minded enough to realize that different arrangements can make sense, right? Whether it's that or whether it's a lot of them are repressed and jealous. It's one of the two, and it's probably a mix of both. And to have a guy who's typically viewed as, you know, a tough guy Joe Rogan, make those arguments, I think the transformation is now complete. I think we can pound the gavel. I think it's official. With 58% of the American people, according to the newest polls, on the side of gay marriage, saying, yeah, come on, it's a no-brainer. What are we doing here? This is the same as like stopping people from doing interracial marriage, which we did up until the 1980s. So let's get with the times. The fact that the polls are on our side, and now we have people like Joe Rogan making a strong argument and just flat out mocking people who are against it, they're done, man.